Hey guys, so this is my third time filming this. If you're seeing this version of the video, I decided to go a different route with explaining the situation. So yeah, this is the video that's being shown and this is the route I decided to take. So I'm a very emotional person and I cried a lot on Too Hot to Handle, and I don't think a lot of it was shown. The only time that was crying was shown was when Haley left. I'm trying really hard not to cry, and I'm not trying to be like a victim or anything like that, but I'm just trying to explain the situation. So I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional. I'm trying really hard not to, but anyways, I'm just gonna be honest with everyone. Harry and I are not together anymore. He decided to break up with me because he couldn't do long distance anymore. I obviously was heartbroken. I did everything I could. I got to LA. I was there for business, but I got there and I was just trying to work it out with him, and it didn't happen. And I was like, okay, like if this is what you want, like let's announce to everyone. He said that he didn't want to do that yet because there was rumors and accusations being brought up from people and stuff like that, so he didn't want to validate those things by releasing that we were going to take a break. And in my head, I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't even want to tell my friends because I genuinely thought that we were just going through a rocky period and that we were going to figure it out. And when I moved to LA, it was going to be perfect. I genuinely thought that no matter what, we were going to end up together. I thought we were going to get married. I didn't want to say anything because I was like, okay, like there's no point, like we're just on a little bit of a break, so there's no point to release any information because we're gonna get back together. That was my process. There's a lot of things that have been happening that have proven to me that the way I was thinking is not the way he was thinking, and that we just have had different mindsets towards this whole situation. Couples fight and you go through arguments, and we would argue every now and then, but it was never for me relationship ending, and I think for him small little things just ended up turning into relationship ending arguments. There's a lot of things that I personally, for my own mental health, cannot tolerate anymore. I cannot fake a relationship. I cannot pretend that everything's gonna be okay. I'm deciding to come forward with this video and just announce that we're not together and we're not getting back together, because to solidify that in my own brain and be honest with you guys. And I know this is really hard because there's so many people who are like very invested, and all the fan accounts that I love so much. And I love seeing all of your content, and I'm really sorry that this is happening, and I really wish it wasn't, but I can only tolerate so much, and I need to move on. And the only way that I can move on is by making this video and by telling everyone that that's what happened. Or like, I'm trying to keep this as light as I can and not give too many details because it's a very personal situation. I hope everyone respects that, and maybe in the future there can be more explained to you guys, and I don't want to leave everyone with a lot of questions. But basically, for me, I would have stuck by this person no matter what, and through all the fights and through everything. I would have never given up, but it wasn't reciprocated, and he was moving on and he is moving on, and I need to do the same. So I really didn't want to film this, and I've been pushing this off. But as I said, there's been things that have been done that have made me realize that that is not the relationship that I deserve to be in. There's obviously two sides to every story, and I'm not perfect either. The love I had for him was very real, and I know you guys could see that. So I don't want to sit here and bash anyone or make anyone feel bad. I've given it so many chances, and I've forgiven so much, and I've stood by the relationship because I loved him, and I can only put myself through so much, so I need to move on. So I just kind of wanted to explain that to you guys quickly about why we didn't release the break information sooner, because I personally genuinely thought that it was just like a 2-week thing, and we were gonna be fine when I moved there, and everything was gonna be amazing. And we were messaging each other every day saying we missed each other, and we're sending photos and tagging each other in memes and sending each other the wedding pictures. Like, everything was normal. Our relationship felt like it was still 100% on. I was like, okay, like perfect, like we're on a break, but we're not. Like, he's messaging me every day saying he misses me, we're FaceTiming, we're calling, so we're obviously still together. Like, we're talking every single day. I was just wrong, and he is not the person for me. So there was a lot of rumors that came up that turned out to be true, and I was getting sent a lot of screenshots and messages. I didn't want to believe it, because how could you have a wedding ring folder with someone, and how could you propose to someone but you're also saying I can't be with you because of the distance? Just, it makes me feel like I was being played, just like sad with myself for letting myself be put through these situations. I don't think anyone should stay in a situation where you're extremely unhappy and when you're not being treated the way you should be treated. There's a lot more to the story. I just can't emotionally put myself through this anymore, so I'm really sorry, guys, and I know this is probably hard for a lot of people to watch, and it's really hard for me as well. Like, this has been like the hardest, I think. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say. I love you guys, and I am so sorry that this is the way that I had to release this information, but I couldn't wait any longer, so love you guys.